Hey there, welcome to the first video on Shopify function. As promised, I'm going to show you step by step of how Shopify function will work and how you can build your first app and build a Shopify function. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the abilities of Shopify function, what it can do and what it cannot do. I get a lot of questions around Shopify function. Can I do this with Shopify function? Can I not do it? And what are the things that you can do? When I was starting with Shopify function, I thought it can do a lot of things, but there is a lot of limitations you have to know before you build any function. So in this video, we will discuss about the abilities and also how to navigate around the documentation. This is something that I mention in most of my videos. If you want to master something, you have to learn how to navigate around the documentation, either that is programming language, a new library, or anything. That's why I mostly reference documentation. It will be a great investment for you. If I don't record the video for something, you know where to find it because I already reference it in documentation. So at the time of recording this video, you can navigate to the docs API/functions. This is where you can find the ability of Shopify function. A few of them are mentioned here, but I will record a dedicated video for each of them. Let's scroll down to the API and I will explain some of them in this video, just like a summary of what it can do. Before I talk about what it can do, let's talk about what it cannot do because it is a very short thing to list. You cannot modify your storefront using Shopify function. Anything before checkout is like a storefront. If you go to the checkout, you can do some modification, like you can reorder shipping, you can reorder the payment method, you can apply discount, you can change some messaging for the discount. Those are the things you can do. But if you're in the storefront and you want to hide an element, you want to hide a product, you want to hide a section, you cannot do that using function. Yes, it says that Shopify function can modify the backend logic, but to modify your storefront, you have to use Liquid because that is how it should be done. So what Shopify can do for the backend? If you want to, there are different APIs for different part of Shopify. If you want to modify shipping method, you can use the delivery customization. You can rename, reorder, or you can sort them. You can hide certain shipping method. For example, there is a city that you don't want them, you don't want certain shipping method to be shown. Let's say express shipping is not covering a city. You are going to check using a like a complex query of, okay, if a user places an order from this city, I want you to hide the express shipping because we don't do express shipping in that city. That functionality is not built in Shopify, but Shopify function will allow you to do that. If you want to apply order discount, which is not covered by Shopify discount API, you can do that with complex like order discount API. That is another function. Let's say you have some VIP customers and all of them are tagged with the tag of VIP and you want to give them a free gift. How do you do that? There is no feature in Shopify to do that, but using product discount API, you can do that. You can select if a user has a tag of VIP, then X product will be for free if they add it to the cart. That is a condition. If you want to give VIP customer free shipping, you can use the shipping discount API. If you want to reorder the payment method, let's say there is a city that you only accept cash. You can hide all other shipping and only display the cash on delivery payment method. There is cart transform, very popular. A lot of apps I have seen is using. It is used for modifying your cart. It is how you transform your cart. Let's say if product X and Y is in the cart, I want you to merge them together and create a bundle. That is cart transform, and this is how bundles are created. You have checkout validation. You can say if a customer buy more than 10 product, I don't want you to let them check out. Or during sales, a lot of brands are going to limit the number of product as user can buy because during sales they will give you like 20%, 30% off. A lot of stores can buy those things and then resell it in their store later. They don't allow those customers to do that. You can use cart validation to prevent that. And another question you might ask is, if you have worked with Shopify function, you might ask, how do you reject discount codes? Is there an API for that? Currently there is one API, but it is still in beta. These are the one that I am talking about the discount allocator. Discount allocator will be like very complex. I have used this. It basically tell you how you can allocate some discount code. You say if discount X is applied, you don't want the discount Y to be applied. You can use discount allocator, but this one is still in beta. You cannot use it yet on live store. Only private apps can do it on development store, not in live stores. And there is another way which I will record in the future video. I'll show you how you can do it using the checkout UI. You can reject certain discount code. That is also a possibility. That is how you can, that is like possible, the abilities of Shopify function. In the next video, I will talk about how it works. I will explain it in the easiest way possible so you can understand how function will work. In the beginning, it was difficult for me also to understand how does the function work, but I'll show you in the easiest way possible to understand how function works. And the reference for documentation is very important. This is where everything is start, and this is where you can find a reference to everything, like cart validation, cart transformation. You can go to each of them and it has a reference. You can open the cart transform API. It has some about details of this API and what it can do, and the reference, the graphical reference, which should give you some overview and also what are some of the available data on this. Each of them is designed and put in the correct and is the most perfectly structured possible. You can see if you open any of this tab, you have the same structure. You have the discount API, you have order API. This is an about order discount API, and there is the reference. If you want to use the product discount API, apply discount to the product, you have a little details about that, and then the reference. And the same thing goes for any other function. You have the fulfillment constraint, and you have the local pickup delivery option and everything. This is very important for you to understand and navigate in the sidebar. If you are working with cart validation, always come here and go to the reference and you can find everything. In the next video, I'll show you a practical example of how function will work so you can easily understand how you can create your own function. I hope this video has been informative. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.